customer in mind. And one of the key skills as a customer experience professional is empathy, caring truly for your customer. And where, as a data analyst, when you want to collect data with having the customer at the back of your mind. How does this data benefit the customer? When the data is being collected, how can the customer how can we use this to improve the customer experience? It is not just about the money. Of course, it is about the money, but who brings the money to the business? It is the customer. Another thing is stakeholders collaboration. And here I am talking about the non-technical stakeholders. We are always very focused about. Sorry, thank you. Thank you. So we are always very focused on the technical stakeholders that we would normally forget the non-technical stakeholders. And these are the people that deal with the customers. You'll be surprised how there's a mismatch between what the technical stakeholders want and what the non-technical stakeholders want. Because sometimes these technical stakeholders are usually focused on management, but non-technical stakeholders, they deal with the customers directly. If you go and speak to them, you'll be able to hear the pain points of the customer and use your analysis to kind of improve the experience for them, because they are also your customers, which kind of falls back to the customer. Then another skill is data presentation. When we are presenting your data, present your data in a way that it highlights key metrics that can help improve the experience of the customer. Feedback integration. You've gotten feedback from these non-technical stakeholders. How can you integrate this feedback in your analysis? Oh, somebody has told you, go and get me the sales report, but you have gotten some feedback from non-technical stakeholders. How can you integrate this feedback that you have gotten into your reporting? So you need to integrate feedback gotten from the customer into your analysis or any of your data process. And this kind of boils down to you being able to solve problems proactively, because now you have gotten feedback from the non-stakeholders and maybe gotten feedback from customers, and you are able to proactively solve business problems, especially problems that maybe your technical stakeholders are not even bothered about, or they did not even realize that that is the blocker that they are having, right? With feedback from customers and non-technical stakeholders, you are able to proactively solve customers' problems. Then another skill is prioritization. Are you prioritizing the customer's need? Are you prioritizing analysis that has direct impact on the customers? Or you are just focused on doing what the technical stakeholders has asked you to do? Go beyond just doing, but acting. Like, don't just do, this is what they have said to do, but be proactive with your doing. How does this impact the customer? How can I highlight this in my reporting, in my dashboard? And the last thing is regular training and learning. There is no limit to what you can learn. There is no limit, right? Because in your industry, you're only limited by what you know. Meanwhile, there are other companies in the same industries that are doing so much that you don't even realize that you can do with the data that you have. So go beyond just what you know or what you have been asked to do. Go and research, go and learn, and go and see what other people in the same industry are using the data they have generated, because these customers are the ones that give you the data. So go and see what they are using the data that they have generated to impact the customer's life. And if you are not generating the data, you can also find a way to generate that data. Next slide, please. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the data-driven customer journey, right? Because every business has every business. But as you, as a data professional, part of the business data journey, are you and how are you trying to make changes to the particular journey that they have? Because when they have a customer journey, the data that they get from this customer, you're the one that is going to analyze it at the end of the day. That's the truth. You're the one that is going to deal with it. When the data is dirty and has not been collected well, right, you're going to struggle. You and data will be fighting because in actual fact, data is not always clean, right? And so how do you make sure that the data you have collected or the data that is being collected across all of the customers' journey is doing what it is supposed to do for the customers? And the first part of a data-driven customer journey is the customer entry point. This is the point where the customers come into your business, right? So what kind of data are you collecting when the customer comes into your business? How is this data collected and captured, right? So as a data analyst or data engineer professional, you have to be very involved in the customer's journey. I worked in a company where we had already built the AI, and I was saying, oh, let's try to collect this data this way, let's do this. But the company was more focused about building the application. At the end of the day, it got to a place where we wanted to start doing machine learning, and the data that we had been collecting could not do what we wanted to do. So you have to be involved, because at the end of the day, it is going to be your problem as a data professional. Then the other part is data collection. So at the customer entry point, there's data collection. When this data is collected, the next part is data integration. The data has to be integrated into various systems. If you have a data warehouse, you have to take the data from the different sources that this data is sourced, your website, your social media. You have to put it and integrate it into a central location so that you can start creating customer profiling techniques. Here, you profile your customers maybe by the products that they're buying, where you kind of got the customer from, or even the amount they are buying from your business. Are they high value, low value customers? Are they customers that come regularly to your business? And after you have profiled your customer, then you start to segment them. I want to segment high value customer and place them in one segment. I want to segment customers that have come from our website and place them in one segment. This way, you are able to offer personalized engagement. Imagine that maybe a customer that maybe he has come to your business like 2 or 3 times, and each time that they have come to your business, they use discounts. It means that this kind of customer likes discounts, because there are some customers that even though you have coupons available, they would not use. They don't care. They just come, do their business and go. While some customers will go online and start looking for coupons or discounts, right? So you have to segment your customers so that you can provide personalized engagement for them. Then multi-channel interaction. All of your channels that you're getting these customers from, they have to interact with each other. Then feedback and data capture. Get feedback from the customers, from the non-technical stakeholders, to see how these processes or this system that you have built, how it is benefiting the customer. Then you analyze your data, because you have profiled and segmented your customers. Then you need to start analyzing the data that you have generated from your segmentation. You have to optimize the process. You have to optimize the process to provide seamless experience, and then you continually improve. Please, next slide. Okay. So personalization at scale, I won't dwell on this so much because we don't have so much time. But personalization at scales, companies like, as we mentioned, Spotify, YouTube, they use personalization to make your experience better. So how can you, as a data analyst, data engineer, you're not even probably working in a very huge organization, how can you help improve your customers' experience through personalization? You have to create analysis that are focused on the customers. Next slide, please. And some of these analyses that can be employed are CLV analysis. CLV means customer lifetime value analysis. We have churn analysis, which is a very popular analysis. We have cohort analysis, customer journey mapping, market basket analysis, sentiment analysis, and RFM analysis. So on a small scale, you can use this analysis to make your customer experience better. Please, next slide. So I'm going to talk briefly about customer lifetime value. We don't have a lot of time. So customer lifetime value illustrates the total revenue that is expected from your average customer. And with customer lifetime value, you can do historic customer lifetime value, and that's the one where you use historic data to help calculate your customer lifetime value. And then the predictive one, where you predict your customer lifetime value. Okay, so some of the metrics that are used in customer lifetime value are your average purchase value. That's the average value that the customer has purchased from your business or order value. The number of active customers, your churn rate, the average customer lifespan, the average purchase frequency, and the average revenue per customer. Then another analysis that you can do is the cohort analysis. And what cohort analysis does is it breaks down your large complex database into smaller chunks. And these cohorts usually share a common characteristic. So you can do either of time-based cohorts, demographic cohorts, geographic, product-based, acquisition, engagement, and subscription-based cohorts. Next slide, please. Then the last one that I want to speak about is RFM analysis. RFM ranks your customers based on 3 metrics: the recency of their purchase, the frequency of their purchase, and the monetary value of their purchase. So the higher the RFM score of a customer, the more value the customer has to your business. And so when you have segmented your customer this way, you are able to tailor your analysis. Okay, so aside all of the let's gather customers' data, you need to make sure that you secure the customers' data, because customer has trusted you with your data. So you need to make sure that in handling their data, you handle it securely. Okay, so thank you for your time. We've come to the end of this one. I'm so sorry I had to rush it because of time. But if you have any question, let's go to the last slide. So if you have any question, I'm going to be dropping my LinkedIn and my Medium page. I have written articles on cohort analysis, RFM analysis, and CLV analysis. So you can scan here to register for a free class on either of these 3 customer analyses. I'll be happy to take it for us. So just register, and I would share a time that we can go through this class together. So don't forget to connect to me on LinkedIn and read my articles on Medium. I hope that you enjoyed this session. You can also message me on LinkedIn. I will be very happy to connect with you. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a lovely rest of your day.